Hi, I'm Stephanie and I'm a full time artist. This week I'm creating a bespoke commissioned backgammon board, demonstrating how to cut mats while avoiding common mistakes, and sharing a few of my secrets for saving money on your art business website. There's a lot of work, so let's get started. My family has always enjoyed card and board games. In fact, our slogan is put down the device and pick up the dice. So, making bespoke game boards is a really fun and enjoyable part of my small business. A client requested that I create a backgammon board with a peaceful theme. Instead of relying heavily on illustration, I decided to let the color scheme convey the feeling. I used a neutral ivory color to anchor the board and then added sea green and gold as accent colors. Sometimes the most subtle approach is the strongest. What you may not know is that I often make two of each of my commissioned game boards, one for the client and one to sell on my website. That sometimes means I have to strike a balance with the design. I want the board to be unique, but not so complex that I can't do it twice. While the checker paint dries, it's the perfect time to stretch my neck and legs, and Jax the Jug looks like he's ready for a walk, so it's a good break for both of us. He gets to check for any critters hiding under the deck, and I get a chance to spy on my tomatoes, which just never seem to ripen fast enough. But don't worry, cat lovers. Bob the studio cat gets plenty of attention too. Next on my to do list is creating mats for pen and ink originals and prints that I'll be selling at an upcoming fall art show. I've tried purchasing pre cut 8 by 10 mats, but the opening is always too small for the drawings I like to create. That means I'm stuck with a choice of either using a larger mat, which creates more white space around the art than I want, or taking the art to a professional framer, which can be incredibly expensive. So I've invested in mat board blanks and a portable mat cutter that allows me to create the exact mats I need. By keeping to a standard overall size, like 8 by 10, I can buy a frame anywhere to fit the mat. But I can cut the interior size to fit any piece of art I make. And that saves me a lot of time and money. It's really important to remember to mark your mat on the back, not the face. The old carpenter's adage, measure twice, cut once, is particularly important here. Make sure you've created not only a large enough opening, but also enough white space on all four sides of the art if that's something you prefer. Now, here's a really important tip if you've never cut a mat before. You can't just cut exactly on your cut lines. You have to start and end the cut a fraction of an inch in front of and behind the line. I think that looks great. And more importantly, I think potential collectors will find that it really enhances the art. Now that the backgammon board has had a few days to dry and cure, it's time to package it for shipping. I keep my supplies in the basement, which is currently a complete mess. But that's definitely a project for another video. For me, the presentation of my game boards is as important as the game boards themselves. Some of my customers leave their game boards out all the time. Others prefer to store them when not in use. I make canvas bags sized to fit the boards and playing pieces, and that not only helps protect the set during shipping, it also offers a way to safely store the board if the customer so chooses. Lastly, I added the second game board to my website. I've built a number of websites over the years from scratch, but these days I like to just concentrate on making art. So I use Google Sites for my online shop. It's completely free and easy to create the site. There's no charge for hosting, and all I have to do is forward my domain, stephaniehooverart.com, to the Google Sites address. No one really knows the difference, and editing and adding pages to the site is a breeze. Well, it's been a busy week, but I crossed a lot of stuff off my to do list. I think the client is going to love how the backgammon board turned out. And I got a good head start on matting some art for my fall shows. And I even updated my site with a new product. In my next video, among other things, I'll be starting work on my 2026 Halloween designs, because for me, it's never too early to start that. I'm also going to be bagging some things for some upcoming shows, working on a fall linoprint, and I'm going to finish inking some of my artwork. I may also give you a sneak peek into my first efforts at organizing that god awful basement. I'm not afraid of my basement. Well, maybe I'm a little afraid. Until next time, be well, be happy, and be kind, especially to yourself. See you in 2 weeks.